We're on a baseball field, and the field is, of course, with a couple of interesting parts. This is one called a dugout. It's really higher up in this case. That's near the first base, and the second one is near the third base. This is the standard positions for the dugout. Now the dugout, the word dugout is an interesting one, because in an actual baseball field you will see these to be lower than the ground. People are inside this particular place, and this is where the extra players who have not registered to come in or lined up, or extra equipments, resources are all placed. And the dugout is typically lower below the ground. In this case it's higher up, but that's where the baseball field will have it. Now that's because it is dug out of the ground, number one, and number two, the spectators sitting behind will still be able to watch the game. Now the dugout has interesting angles. The umpire or the coach actually who is there will call out for the extra players who can be used in a particular given situation, or have some equipments, extra balls, gloves, bats, etc. That's all inside here, the resources. Now we have to think about what is dug out in our own life. We have to dig in to our own self and think about this. Do we have some extra resources? Do we have some personnel that we can go back and ask for help? And even though it's dug out here, we have to dig in. We dig in to find out our resources, our abilities, our special characteristics that we have, that we can pull out. We may not need during a regular game, but if the game is on the line, or if there's some situation is happening, we resort to the dugout, as they do in baseball all the time, trying to pull out the ace, for example, an ace pitcher or a designated hitter, whatever that is. And that's the importance of the dugout, and that's the importance in our life of having a dugout. But here in this case, we are digging in ourselves. So I would like to consider this term as a phenomenal life coaching term, and also life-changing term. Do we have a dugout? Do we have a dig in? You have to dig in to get to a dugout.